Hi everybody, and welcome to our beautiful church. As you can see behind me, we have started a remodel of our church, and little by little we will do a lot more. And as you can see, it's turning out really beautiful. But even though we're going to beautify this church, the real treasures of our parish is you, the people, and in a special way, the young people, those of you that I want to speak with today. And everything that I want to share with you today really comes from my heart, and it also comes from my experience. Now, you may look at me and say, what is that old man is going to say to us? Well, I wasn't always old. I was young, and I had a great time when I was a young person. I loved being young. My youth was, I had such a great time with my friends. I had, and my girlfriends, and also with my classmates, both in grammar school and in high school in particular. I made some really good friendships, and I just have great memories. Now, together with all those memories, I have to admit that as I was growing up, I also got into trouble once in a while. I guess that's part of growing up, huh? You know, as we grow, we become aware of everything that's out there. We become aware that life isn't as simple as we thought it was. And the older we get, the more choices we have. And sometimes the things that come our way are good, and some are bad. So we have to be really attentive to the decisions that we make in our life. We have to be very careful with our lives. We have to take care of our lives. And that means paying attention, very close attention, to the choices that I make. And especially when we are young. And that is the reason why I want to speak with you today. Because you see, I care a lot about you. I respect you. I hold you in high esteem. And I want what is best for you. I want you to have a great life, a great youth. I want you to be happy. And most of all, I want you to be proud of yourselves. I want you to be proud of the decisions you make and the choices that you make, because that makes all the difference. You know, when I was young, I did get into trouble once in a while. And a lot of times it had to do with getting involved with the wrong crowd. That's one of the reasons. And the other reason why I got into trouble is because I didn't think things through. I thought I had all the answers, and that nobody could teach me anything, that I knew everything. Boy, that's really dumb. And I realize it now. And I want to tell you, I want to share with you that experience of my life. Always be careful with who you hang around with, because there are people that are involved in good things, and then there are people that are involved in bad things. And God calls us to be the best that we can be, huh? And we want to do that too. We want to be the best that we can be. And that requires us making good choices and loving being a good person who does good. Now, if somebody comes your way and has a problem with that, well, they're the ones with the problem, not you. And most likely, they don't like you being a good person or being into good things because they're into bad things. And if I were you, I would keep away. I'm being totally honest with you. Stay away. Because if you're not careful, they'll bring you down. And you have to take care of yourself. You have to be intelligent and realize who is a good friend and who is bad company. And you have to make a difference. You have to stay on top of things. And then, what I ask you also to do, to keep in mind, is never to think for a second that you have all the answers to everything. Because I'm sure that as you're growing up, you're becoming aware of a lot of things that you weren't aware of before. There are choices before you now that you didn't have before. And with the growing freedom that you have in growing up, well, you're exposed to a lot more, many opportunities. And you have to think things through. You really have, before you make a decision, you have to consider as much as you can, everything if you can. And sometimes we don't have all that information. Sometimes we need somebody's help to see us the entire picture so that we can consider everything before we make a decision, before we make a choice. That is the smart thing to do. So what I'm asking you to do, out of my own experience, is never to be embarrassed or never to be afraid to go to somebody that you trust, someone that you know is wise, somebody that can give you good advice, and go and talk things over with that person or persons, because they can give you information about a certain situation or whatever it is that you're facing that you had not considered. They can share with you from their own experience. It's not that they're going to preach to you or they're going to correct you or anything like that, but they're going to share with you from their own experience so that you don't make the same mistakes that they did. And oftentimes, in talking with young people, that's what I do. I share from my experiences because I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I made. You know? Now, sometimes you don't listen because you think that, oh, it's just an old guy talking. What does he know about what's going on, you know? Well, let me tell you, I don't live with my head in the sand. I know exactly what's going on, and I know what you face, okay? There are some things that have changed in this world, but there's a lot of things that have not. And you and I have that thing in common, that you are young and I was young at one time, and we have that experience in common. The only difference is that I've had more experience than you, I've made more mistakes than you, and I have learned from those mistakes. And I hope you do too, because you're going to make those mistakes. You're going to mess up once in a while. And I hope that you will always find somebody that can help you out. After everything is said and done, I want you to remember 3 things from this video. First, be who you are, young, alive, happy, and good like crazy. I want you to be proud of the fact that you are young. And like St. Paul tells Timothy, that young guy that he sent as a missionary, don't let people look down on you because you're young, but shine. Be an example to them. And I'm telling you the same. Because other young people need you as an example. Young people listen to other young people, don't they? It's easier to do that. And there's a lot of people that need you. As a Christian, as a Catholic, as a good person, that they can see in you how to really live a good life, a happy life. So always be proud of the good person that you are, and let yourself shine like the stars in the sky. Let your goodness show in your home, in school, with your friends, anywhere you go. Be proud. Be proud of the good that is in you, because that is what God has placed within you. That is all that goodness, all that love, all that care for other people. And you can give it to this world in a way that I can't. You can give it in a very unique way, the way that young people do. And it gives us, all of us, hope. Now, the second thing that I'd like you to remember is that not to make the mistake of thinking, as I said before, that you know everything, huh? Don't make that mistake. Don't be stubborn like that. Don't think that you have the answers to everything. Please, please, I ask you, I beg you, don't ever think that way. Because the truth is that you don't. You don't, and neither do I. Even though I'm much older than you, I don't have the answers to everything, and I don't know everything. And in the same way that I go to others that may be a little wiser than me, people that I trust, in order to get their opinion on things, I'm asking you that if you ever have questions about anything that you are considering, anything, when you're not sure of something, of a choice that you have to make, go and seek the wisdom of other people, people that love you, people that care for you, whether it's an adult or a good friend. Always gravitate to those friends that really are good people and that want the best for you. You see, we're not alone. You're not alone. In anything that comes your way in life, you are not alone. You have people like me. I might not be much, but I'm something, and I'm here for you. And you have your families, your parents, your brothers and sisters, your good friends. You're not alone. And so whenever you think that you are alone, try to get that thought out of your mind, because that's not the truth. That's not true. You're not alone. There's always someone that will reach out to you. Even in the moments when you feel as if you are alone, you feel lonely. No, we're here, and we're here for you. Let us know what's going on. And that's what I'm asking you to do, is to let people know what is going on inside of you, what it is that you're dealing with, what are you struggling with, what problems do you have. But don't keep it just to yourself. You know what happens to us when we keep it to ourselves? It's like a volcano. We keep it all inside, and all of a sudden it just explodes. And sometimes those explosions, well, we blow ourselves up with it, It's not good for us. It's not good for us. And the third thing that I want you to keep in mind is that when you know that you made a mistake, when you know that you messed up, okay? You might have messed up real bad. There's always that feeling and those thoughts that says, keep it to yourself. Don't let anybody know. You can get out of this by yourself. And what I'm saying for you to do is what I said before. Realize that there are people that can help you. And don't be too proud to ask for help. I think, looking back on my youth, that if I would have asked for help more than I did, I would not have gotten into all the trouble that I got into. Or at least I would have been able to get out of the messes that I created a little bit quicker than what I did. So out of my own experience, what I'm saying to you is, if you messed up, look for someone that you can talk to. Be honest with yourself and with that person, and just say exactly how it is. Someone that you know that can help you. Someone that can give you the advice on how to come out of that situation, or how to resolve the thinking that you have at the moment. Because sometimes our mind, they play with us, keep it to yourself, don't go to anyone, you can figure this out by yourself, you can fix it all by yourself, and all those things that sometimes are unnecessary and they're untrue. So, I hope, I pray that what I have shared with you has been helpful to you in any way. I ask you to stay tuned. We're going to have more of these, and the next video will be coming soon. In the meantime, let us know if in the comments section if this was helpful or not. I want you to be honest with me. And I also want to hear from you about any topic that you would like us to discuss. So please feel free. I really am looking forward to hearing from you. There may be something that you don't know, so I'm going to tell you. I pray for you every single day, the young people of our parish. Every single day. I lift you to God, always asking God to protect you, no matter where you are. Asking God that He may give you the grace to allow God to guide you in everything you undertake. And I ask God also to help you to make good choices in your life, so that you may lead a happy life, so that all your endeavors, all your work will be a great success. And so, thank you very much for spending this time with me, and I will see you soon. God bless you. Bye.